Hi everyone, welcome to my tiny studio. I hope that you are having a great day. Today's video is going to be all about my Coach, my vintage Coach city bag. And she is the bags that I have carried this week. And now that it's Friday, I'm going to clean and condition her and stuff her and put her away, and I'm going to select another bag for next week. And I like to rotate my bags. Now sometimes I do coordinate my handbags with whatever outfit I'm wearing, and sometimes I wear a certain handbag depending on the activity that I am or will be pursuing that day. So that's why I love my Coach, my vintage Coach handbags, because they have adjustable straps. So if I need to, I can do that. If I'm at the market or something, I can just, wear it as a crossbody. If I'm just at the thrift store hanging out, crossbody. If I am at Michael's and I'm just walking around and I've got my phone, I want to have easy access to my phone, that she can do a shoulder thing and I could just reach inside and pull my phone out if I need to. It's just so many things and so many reasons why I just love a good vintage Coach bag, and why I love my city bag. I have 3 city bags. One is on sale or for sale now in my Poshmark boutique, and that information will be found in the description box. I love a good Coach city bag. I am not so familiar with the Coach city bag history, but I do know that it debuted somewhere in the late 70s and early to mid 80s. I do know that. I also know that there is a 90s version of the city bag as well. So this was a style that Coach kept in its collection for perhaps maybe a decade or so. Coach city bag, the particular city bag that I have, and I believe this bag is probably about 40 years old now. She came in the colors of camel, black, red, mahogany, navy, and green. And the particular bag that I'm going to show you today is the camel vintage Coach bag. And here she is. The star of the week is the vintage Coach city bag. And as I said, I don't know the exact history of the Coach city bag, but what I really do know about her is that she is just the softest bag. She carries a lot of things in this bag, and she is just so cute. I love the kiss lock closure. Here's her beautiful hand tag. And another way that you know that vintage Coach bags are, a little mature in age, is that her hand tag says Coach Leatherwear, if you can see that. And I just adore a good Coach vintage bag. As you can see, there is my baby, the crescent, the court, and the penny bag. And the penny bag is actually my oldest Coach bags, and she also happens to be one of the cutest of my Coach bags. If you are a Coach fanatic, or you're just starting out, I want to call you, or what I call myself, is a vintage Coach snob, then there are 3 things that we absolutely must agree on before we can continue. The first thing is that when you're collecting Coach, if you are a Coach snob, then you're going to absolutely be looking out for the Bonnie Cashin Coaches, right, which takes you from the 60s into the early 70s. You're going to be looking out for Coach bags that are made in New York City, and you're also going to be looking for Coach bags that are made in the USA. And the way you find those things out is by looking inside on the creed, or what some people like to call the story patch. Now, first of all, let me give you a description and let me allow you to take a look at the vintage Coach City bag. I did open the flap, and as you see, the inside of most vintage Coach bags, the lining is just raw leather, not suede, just raw leather. I see that I have a stain here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some Dawn, and I'm going to get some warm water and a nice suede brush, and I'm going to get that stain out. Or I'm going to use a scrubby that I crocheted a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to use that to get that stain out, and then I'm going to let it air dry, and it should be back to looking as beautiful as it was the day I purchased it or the day it left the factory floor at Coach. Alright, so this is raw leather. As you see, there is a slip pocket that spans the width of the bag. And the slip pocket is not just for decoration, it's deep. Check it out. You see how deep that is? So you can put you can put your cell phone here. You can put your keys here if you need to. You can put anything just in this pocket right here that you need to put there. The back has a slip pocket as well. And it spans the width of the bag, and it's just as deep. Check it out. Sorry, babe. I'm sorry I'm pulling and tugging on you like that. But I want the viewers to see that. Okay, it's a really deep bag. Let me put my hand in there. That's how deep this is. So, when I was using her sister, my black city bag, what I would do is I would put my mask here, and I would put some hand sanitizer or some wipes right in here when I would go to the grocery store or something like that. And it's just, easy access, readily available, and then I don't have to open the bag. So, that's what this beautiful slip pocket is for. And it makes carrying your personal items so much easier and attainable. And you flip her open. I have quite a few things inside of her, and it may look like I only have one thing, but I actually have maybe 4 things inside of here. I have a Coach Cosmetics bag, which was free with a purchase of some Estee Lauder parfum. And inside of here is where I now carry my hand sanitizer, my mask, and my inhaler inside of here. Okay. Here's my cell phone. Here's my wallet.
This is a reminder. Listen to the Karen Hunter Show.
Thank you, Alexa. Okay, I have my Elizabeth Arden Fifth Avenue lotion.
Here's something I found on the web. According to JakeArchibald.com, the title Fifth Avenue references a street in New York City in the United States which contains many upscale shops and cultural attractions.
Thank you, Alexa. Y'all know if you have an Alexa device in your home, you know that sometimes she can pop on and she's that girlfriend too that just keeps on giving, sometimes at the most inopportune time. Okay, so here's my wipes. And let's take a look inside. Oh, I hear something else. Oh, okay. So as you see, the city bag is deep, it's cavernous, and you can put a lot of stuff in there. And as you also see, the inside back pocket spans the length, or I should say spans the width of the bag. Can you see that? And of course, I keep Altoids everywhere. Bad breath is a pet peeve of mine. And that is my city bag. So what I'm going to do, let me take that out. What I'm going to do with her is I'm going to clean her and condition her. And when I say condition her, I'm going to condition her and then I'm going to put some healing balm right around the corners, because like I said, I am pretty hard on my bags, so I'm tossing them here and there and everywhere. And you know, that's a lot of that's a lot of wear. That's a lot of wear on a bag, but Coach can take it. Well, at least vintage Coach can take it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the healing balm. I'm going to condition her. And you know, when you condition and clean your vintage Coach bags that are of a lighter complexion, such as the Crescent there, who is in tan, and the city bag here, you know, when you get ready to condition her, she's going to turn a different color, or she's going to become darker. Okay, and so you have to be careful of the different conditioners that you use, or leather cleaning products that you use on your lighter vintage Coach bags, because it does happen where the leather begins to turn a deeper, darker color. And for City, what I'm going to do for her, and I see she has some scratches from just, you know, like I said, the basic things that you do with your handbag every day. She has some things going on here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lightly condition her. And I don't think she needs to be clean. She looks pretty good to me. She doesn't need to be clean. So I'm just going to condition her, and then I'm going to put a healing balm right on the edges. And I think with the Crescent bag, you saw me apply healing balm to the edges. I don't know, did I? I know I conditioned her. I don't know if you saw me put the healing balm on the edges of Crescent, but maybe in another video I'll show you how I do that. But the healing balm is going to go right around in these corners, because you know, when you purchase vintage Coach bags off the pre-loved market, one of the things that, you know, I look for the wear around the corners of the bag and the bottom. And since she doesn't have any feet, the bottom of the bag can, you know, really wear from usage. So I'm always looking for that. But you know, once I acquire the vintage bag, then what I do is I try to care for it really well, and I try to condition the bottom, and I make sure that like I said, I put the healing balm around the corners of the bag so that it will remain in good condition. And she is definitely in excellent condition. All right. Oh, what I was going to show you is, when you're looking for, or you're looking at the authenticity of a vintage Coach bag, you're going to look for what is also called the Creed. If you can see that, the Creed, which is this patch that's always located on the outside of the back slip pocket. And the creed usually gives you some information. Now, since this bag is what we call pre-creed, which means Coach did not start serializing their numbers or their style numbers in a way so that the consumer could look it up or make a reference to it until probably the 90s. The early 90s is when that began. Before that, there are serial numbers on the Coach Creed. However, they didn't mean or could not tell you what style it was. So this is a pre-Creed bag, which means this is pre-90s, and more than likely, from the research that I've done, this bag is a late 70s, early 80s bag. So it's about 40 years old. And what your creed is going to say, my creed says Coach Leatherwear. It says this is a Coach bag. It is made out of completely natural glove tan cowhide. It says the scars, scratches, and wrinkles. I can't read all that. Let me read that again. Okay. Here we go. This is a Coach bag. It is made out of completely natural glove tan cowhide. The scars, scratches, veins, and wrinkles are natural markings characteristic of full grain leathers. And this bag was what? Made in New York City, USA. And if you are a vintage Coach snob like me, you know that was like bingo for me. So I just absolutely adore this Coach bag, and I cannot remember how much I spent on this bag, and I'm sure I only spent probably under 50. I want to say maybe 45. And when I purchased this bag, it was before the craze for vintage Coach happened. And so the prices on the pre-loved market were pretty decent. But once that craze hit, and then Coach started rehabbing and offering credits for used bags, and the price shot up. It shot up on just shot through the roof on the pre-loved market. So this is the vintage Coach City bag, and she is one of the oldest Coach bags that I have in my collection, and she is straight from New York City. She's pre-code. And my penny bag that's on the wall right here, she is straight from New York City, and she is pre-code as well. So I just enjoy these bags. The leather is just beautiful, and as you see from what the creed said, that there are going to be scars and scratches, and as you see, there most definitely are scratches here. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and condition her, but I'm just going to condition her lightly, because as I said, when you're dealing with Coach bags and of the lighter hue, sometimes the conditioners can darken your bag. So I'm going to lightly condition her, but what I'm really going to do is I'm going to put a healing balm around the edges to keep the corners and the bottom of this bag looking and feeling good. All right then, so if you are a vintage Coach lover, drop down in the comment section and let me know, and other people who are visiting the studio today, what's your favorite vintage Coach bag is, or your favorites, because you know we do love a good Coach bag, and Coach has many different varieties, vintage varieties and collections and lines, and so it's really hard to pick one. And I'm guessing that on every video I'm saying that one particular bag is my favorite, because you know I've already said that the Crescent is my favorite, but this week my Coach City bag is my favorite bag. So thank you so much for tuning into Simply Nails Tiny Studio, and I hope to check you out, or I hope you check me out next time. Okay, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions that you would like for me to address in another vintage Coach video, please go right ahead and put your question in the comments, and I will go ahead and answer that question in another video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you have a great day, you and your vintage Coach bag.